TTNHD Production Live, here with Eduardo Sanchez, the writer and director of Lovely Molly. Eduardo, how are you enjoying TIFF so far?
It's good. I haven't really seen any movies, but you know, I'm going to watch movies tomorrow. I've been doing a lot of press and stuff, but it's I love the vibe, and you know, it's a great festival, so I'm happy to be here.
Wonderful. And can you tell me a little bit about Lovely Molly? Why is Molly lovely, or why isn't she lovely?
Molly's not very lovely. Well, she starts off lovely, but then she kind of like devolves into this like really bad thing, you know. It's basically about this couple that moves into a house where the woman, the wife Molly, grew up in, and some bad things happen in this house, and basically she kind of her parents are both dead, and she starts to see and hear her father, and then it kind of goes downhill from there. So she starts off as very lovely, and then she kind of goes into this very dark, becomes this very dark person that does a lot of bad things.
And you are very well known for the Blair Witch film. Can you tell me what attracted you to the horror genre? What inspires that part of you?
I mean, honestly, we did Blair Witch because it was like it was the most inexpensive idea we had, and it was, you know, it was the best idea we had at the time. You know, Dan and I, we met in film school, and we came up with this crazy idea, and everybody we pitched it to just loved it. So once we got out of film school, we were like, you know, we got to make a movie. We were like, what about that, you know, it wasn't even called Blair Witch back then, it was called The Woods Movie. What about that Woods movie? And we're like, well, yeah, let's start developing it. But both Dan and I, we never really, you know, considered ourselves horror filmmakers. We always wrote comedies or action films. This was, you know, horror wasn't really our thing. I mean, I like horror movies, but it wasn't really my main, you know, the thing I was really interested in. So, but then after Blair Witch, you know, we're kind of not stuck. I mean, I like making horror movies. I'm, you know, it's always a learning process, and I'm learning to make better and better horror movies. And I like the genre, but I never imagined myself being a horror filmmaker. So really, I kind of fell into this, and I'm just making the best of it at this point.
Great. And about Lovely Molly, have you been with someone who's disintegrated like she has?
No.
Did you do that to them?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's like, you know, when I was writing the script, I was like, you know, I was trying to do an Exorcist movie without the Exorcist. Like my whole thing was like, you know, what would you do if like somebody became possessed, but you didn't have like the best psychologists, and you didn't have like professionals to like come and adequately like, you know, deal with the situation. So I made them like kind of poor, and you know, not white trash, but they're kind of, you know, they're definitely not, you know, very sophisticated, and you know, they're you know, they don't have many resources, they don't have health insurance, so they kind of have to deal with this themselves. So that was kind of what interested me, like how, you know, what would you do? But no, I mean, you know, I've had some crazy experiences in my life, but I've never had like this kind of thing. I mean, it's really, really crazy.
Okay, great. And do you have any upcoming projects that you'd like to talk about?
I'm writing a Bigfoot script right now called Exists, and we're going to start shooting it in April in Austin, and we're pretty excited about it. I have like 4 Bigfoot projects right now. I've backlogged, really. I've been wanting to make a Bigfoot movie since I was like 13 years old, so to me it's kind of like a dream come true. And we're like designing the Bigfoot costume now, and we're going to do a test in LA in 2 weeks. So it's coming along well, and you know, pretty happy, and I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be completely different from Lovely Molly. It's more of a little more actiony, you know, creature kind of monster movie. But I think we're going to have a good time.
Okay, well, and is there a website where we can check out the film?
Yeah, there's a website called, it's lovelymolly.com, pretty easy. And they'll have the trailer and the reviews, and then eventually what information, you know, once we get distribution and when it comes out and stuff. So basically you'll have a bunch of stuff. And we're also on Facebook, but the links are on the website. So basically lovelymolly.com will hook you up with everything.
Best of luck with Bigfoot, and I hope everything goes well with Lovely Molly as well.
Cool. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. I'm Katie Uhlmann reporting for TTNHD Production Live.